Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, Blood Angels versus Death Guard Chaos Space Marines. Right, so welcome to this 2000 points game. Blood Angels versus Death Guard Chaos Space Marines. A warm-up battle here between the revamped Blood Angels list, and then Aaron Allen will take command of his Death Guard army. Bit of a grudge match. These two sides have clashed before. Blood Angels were beaten by the Death Guard in our league game, so a chance for Blood Angels to try and get some revenge with their new and hopefully improved list. So just before I run through the army, I mentioned the patrons at gold level. They get a name shouted out at the start of all of our games. So it's Andrew Swan, Chris Heem, Frank Verfecki, Bob Longboy, Justin Burton, Longbow BB, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Maxfield Knuckles, Michael Fryer, Nathan Skrazuti, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Ray Cross, Tyler Summers, Will Wright, Dylan Moore, Samuel Penanuri, Patrick Nilsson as well. So that's at gold level. At the end of the game, I'll call out those supporting at silver level, and you can check out the names of all those supporting the different levels, including those at bronze, at the end credits of this video. And then, as per usual, there'll be the golden Patronic dice to use at some point during the game as well. So for the Blood Angels, I'm hoping this is the final list here. A few warm-up games for them, and then there's some league battles for them to fight, which the Blood Angels must win if they're to stand a chance of going through to the later stages of our Season 9 battle reports. The structure here is a double patrol, so paying 2 extra command points for that. An extra Wall of Trait and Relics being taken, so another 3 CP being spent on that as well, dropping down to 7 command points available for this Blood Angels force. For HQ choices, first of all, it's the Warlord, it's the Smash Captain here, Lazarus Dawnhammer, Jump Pack, Thunderhammer and Storm Shield being taken for him. Warlord trait is Gift of Foresight, so I get to reroll a hit roll, a wound roll and a save and throw once in each turn. And then I also get the Hammer of Bow relic for him, so much more reliable, as an extra AP minus on it as well. And then finally an extra Warlord trait being taken from the Space Marines Codex, it's the Imperium Sword, so an extra attack and +1 strength on the charge for him also. Then 2 HQ choices, 2 Librarian Dreadnoughts, Romulus and Remus I've called them, both taking Quickening and Wings of Sanguinius, and both equipped with multi-melters for them also. Then the 4th HQ choice is a Terminator Chaplain, just here, giving him Master of Sanctity, so an extra litany available, and he can recite an extra litany as well per turn. Warlord trait is Wise Orator for him, so 2+ to activate a litany, and then the Commanding Oratory Stratagem costs 1 CP instead of 2. We've also given him Icon of the Angel, so it's a 6-inch reroll charge bubble for him. The idea is that he'll coordinate and bring in the Deep Strike Assault and help the other units gain a rerollable charge. Then Litany of Hate, which is reroll hit rolls, Mantra of Strength, which will give the Chaplain +1 attack, strength and damage, and then Canticle of Hate, a 6-inch +2 inch charge an extra 3-inch piling and consolidation as well. So that's a 6-inch aura bubble. He'll grant that to units nearby. Then on to troops. I have a full squad of 10 intercessors here of the auto bolt rifles. No further upgrades for them. 2 squads of incursors, 2 squads of 5. No upgrades for those. Then on to elites. The famous squad of 5 Thunderhammer and Storm Shield Terminators. So then taking a unit of 7 Sanguinary Guard, just with the points increases for Blood Angels, needed to drop one of those from the list. And it also helps me balance out the army so that I can keep just under half coming on from reserve and then the larger half on the table. Then 2 Invicta Tactical Warsuits here. Really, they're replacing the Bow Predators. And then finally taking the Plasma Inceptors, a squad of 5 of those. That's the list here for the Blood Angels. We'll see how well this newly structured and revamped army does against their hated foe, the Death Guard Chaos Space Marines. We'll take a look now and see what Alan has in his list. Alright, so 2,000 points of Death Guard here. Mortarion is back in this list for this grudge match battle. We'll let Aaron run through his army.
Okay, so this is my 2,000 points of Death Guard. I have a Supreme Command detachment and a Battalion detachment. In the Supreme Command we have Mortarion, and he's the warlord of this army. His warlord traits are Revoltingly Resilient, Living Plague, Arch Contaminator and the Gloaming Bloat. And his psychic powers Miasma of Pestilence, Plague Wind and Curse of the Leper. And then the Battalion detachment, we have 2 HQs. We have a Lord of Contagion and a Malignant Plaguecaster. The Malignant Plaguecaster knows Miasma of Pestilence and Putrescent Vitality. Then we have 4 units of troops, 2 units of 20 Poxwalkers and 2 units of 7 Plague Marines. There's a Blight Launcher and a Flail of Corruption in each of those. Then in elites we have a unit of 3 Death Shroud Terminators, a Plague Surgeon and a Tallyman. Heavy support we have 2 Plague Burst Crawlers with the Entropy Cannons, and in fast attack 2 units of 2 Chaos Spawn. And that's my 2,000 points of Death Guard.
Alright, so that's Aaron's list here. We have played this combination before. It was in the league. Death Guard were victorious, so a chance for revenge here for the Blood Angels if they can with their new list, but it'll be a tough match-up for sure, and no doubt Mortarion will cause trouble. We'll go on to scenario and deployment now for this battle. Okay, so we've got a mission here, Vital Intelligence, taken from Chapter or Grand Tournament 2021. So deployment zone looks like this. Blood Angels will be here, Death Guard will be over in the other corner. There's 6 objectives on the board, 4 in no man's land and then 1 in each of the deployment zones. So Blood Angels here, their deployment zone marked by the yellow dice, that's their home objective. And then 4 objectives in no man's land, 1, 2, 3, and then the other one's the other side of that container, and then Aaron's home objective is just across over there, his deployment zone marked by the red dice. So there is a secondary data intercept. It's clearing an objective, holding an objective through to the next turn, but each of us will need to choose 3 secondary objectives for this scenario. For primary objectives, for domination, it's the control of 2 or more objectives at the start of the command phase is worth 5 points, 3 or more is worth another 5 points, and if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 5 points on top of that. But the middle ground will be key in this game. 4 objectives in no man's land here in this game, and spread all the way across the board, so both sides will need to play on a wide front here in this game. For terrain, going to play these buildings here as Munitorum armoured containers. Same here, we'll play this as line of sight blocking terrain. At Munitorum, there's some AdMech terrain, a few bits of pipes spread out, and a couple of barricades as well. This larger building will also play as Munitorum armoured containers. That's the terrain. And the scenario, each of us will choose 3 secondaries next. Okay, so secondaries have been chosen for both sides. Retrieve Octarius data for the Blood Angels. So that is performing actions in all 4 table quarters. Assassinate we've taken as well. Aaron's got 5 characters, so plenty of targets there. And engage in all fronts as well, trying to occupy table quarters. We've got to do that anyway for controlling objectives and retrieve Octarius data, so the 2 go quite well together. Aaron's gone for the usual, spread the sickness, and then assassinate. being taken in this game, 4 characters for the Blood Angels to bring down, and then engage in all fronts as well. So you should expect a good spread of play across the board. Both sides taking, I think, quite strong secondaries here. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one this game. It usually is. But Blood Angels with a new and revamped list. We'll see how well it does. So we'll go on to deployment now. We'll start alternating, placing units on the board. Just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. The battle mat is from GameMat.eu, one of their chaos-themed battle mats here. And then the terrain, much of it on this table is their industrial terrain set from GameMat.eu. So these buildings here, this larger building, some of the containers, this thing as well, this big generator thing here, that's from GameMat.eu as well. So you can check them out for your supplies of battle mats and all different shapes and sizes, and pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well, and the links in the video description below. Okay, so deployment's done for the Blood Angels here. Aaron's got a few units to place on the board. So with Mortarion around, I've gone a little bit more cautious with him. The Invicta Tactical Warsuits, I'll put it here at the back. It's quite a good unit to have wandering around the back here. Aaron does have some deep striking units that could arrive. Turn 2 onwards. Incursors here, anchoring this objective and hiding behind the terrain. The usual combination, the double dreadnought, but screened by the 10 intercessors deploying here, trying to make use of some of the terrain. Incursors over on the extreme left-hand side, and then in no man's land is the other Invicta Tactical Warsuit over on the extreme left. For reserves here, the captain, chaplain, these have all gone into reserve, so too have the Terminators. 7 Sanguinary Guard, and then the Plasma Inceptors as well. That's just under half the army, so they're allowed to go into reserve. The larger half is on the board. Okay, and then Death Guard deployment here. So 2 Plague Burst Crawlers at the back. 1 unit just here. I think Aaron's watching his back door, because half the Blood Angels army could turn up. The Malignant Plaguecasters just here. The 2 Chaos Spawn units. Poxwalkers getting ready to go on to objectives, no doubt. Mortarion dead centre this time for the Death Guard. Unit of Plague Marines here, Tallyman and Plague Surgeon just behind them. The other unit of Poxwalkers on the left-hand side. So a good spread here from the Death Guard, and then in reserve is the Death Shroud Terminators, and also the Lord of Contagion. Okay, so that is deployment done for both sides. We'll go on to the first turn of the game. Different shape to the Blood Angels, a different style with these infiltrating units. We'll roll up, and I must use one of these red dice. Aaron will use one of the orange dice. We roll up, whoever gets the highest must go first. I don't know where the advantage would be, really.
Probably just for me getting my miasma off.
Right, okay. Okay. Oh, it's a 1. Looks like Aaron's going to go first, unless he rolls a 1, which he has. Okay, roll again after you. Your turn. It's a 6. 1 extreme to the other. Oh, it's a 1. Okay, so that means Death Guard will go first here. We'll let them make the first move. Turn 1 coming up. Forces of Chaos will begin this battle. Right, so movement's complete here for the Death Guard on turn 1. Mortarion moving out and claiming a central objective. Claiming this objective on the left here with the Poxwalkers, they advance, rolling a 6. Plague Marines and characters holding back here behind the line of sight blocking terrain. Plague Marines here, happy to anchor at the back. 2 Plague Burst Crawlers haven't really moved too much. Malignant Plaguecaster just here, and then pushing through the Chaos Spawn. They're heading off in this direction, perhaps to tie up the Blood Angel advance. And then Poxwalkers heading off towards this objective. Take it they advanced as well. Yeah, they did. Okay, so spreading out on all fronts here. This is a strong tactical move to grab multiple objectives across the wide front here. It looks puts the Death Guard in a strong position to claim lots of points of primaries on their next turn. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Okay, checking line of sight here for Smite. These are hidden away, tucked behind this AdMech terrain. Some of these parts are quite large and you can just about hide some units behind here. But it's a strong move, claiming these central objectives for now.
Okay, Mortarion will do
Miasma of Pestilence, yep, okay.
So we need a 6.
Oh, it's a Perils.
Well, yes.
Take it or command reroll it?
I'll command reroll it.
Okay. 9 strong. We may as well try and deny if we're in range with Remus.
Okay.
Oh. No, we'll leave it. We're not trying to stop it at this stage with the reroll. And then there's Malignant Plague Cut. Well, there's more powers here. So out of range for Smite. Anything else from him? Or?
Yeah, nothing else from him. His other parts are offensive, so he's a bit out of range.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just do Miasma of Pestilence onto this unit here.
Okay, onto the Plague Marines at the back.
Oh, okay.
Another Perils.
Yeah.
Over enthusiastic here with
We'll
psychic powers.
He takes a wind.
Okay. Now you've got a Plague Surgeon who can fix that.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay. Anything else for Psychic Phase?
That's it.
Right, we'll move on to Shooting Phase here. This is where some damage can be done, especially from the Plague Burst Crawlers. Their mortars can pick out pretty much any target they want, apart from some of the shielded characters. So we'll hand over now to Death Guard Firepower. This will hurt. Everything from this is going to go into the Invicta Tactical Warsuit. Entropy Cannons, the dangerous weapons here. Nothing to stop you from hitting 3s. I can't pop smoke, I don't have that ability, so...
Okay, so
here it comes.
Cannons.
Oh, 1 hit.
I think that's
Worth a command reroll yet. Oh no, 2 hits. 3s to wound. Oh, 1 comes through. Oh, it's a plague weapon. Oh no.
Yep.
Both come through, save -4, nothing I can do.
So it's D3 plus 3 on each.
Right.
So.
Oh, Snake Eyes. Still 8 damage though. Drops me down to 5 wounds left. And there's still the mortars to come. They are so good. Ah, yes. Patronic.
Yeah. Andrew Swan.
Andrew Swan here for D6 number of shots. Aaron usually relies on patrons to get a good result. It's just a 2 there.
Okay. So it's 3s again. Okay, 2 hits.
2 hits, yeah.
That'll be 3s.
3s. Snake Eyes.
Reroll.
Because it's plague. No!
Yeah, -2.
-2, right. 5s and 6s. None. This is a guaranteed 3 damage, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so I need to try and survive. To survive, I need to pass. I'm going to go for a command reroll here. Yeah, command reroll. We'll go for Paul Cook. He's declared as an Imperial player. 5+, that's all I need, just to keep it alive. Ah, close, but not enough. It's dead. Didn't last too long. Doesn't explode. Ouch. Brutal firepower here. It's so depressing. It's hard enough painting stuff up, and you put it on the table, and then before it even gets a chance to do anything, it's blown away. But that's the harshness of 40k. So that's all the firepower declared and done against that target. Target destroyed. There's another Plague Burst Crawler. We'll see what it can see. Okay, Entropy Cannon's out of range of any target. Heavy Slugger as well, but the Mortar's in range. And you're going to go for these, the 10-man tactical squad. Or the 10-man intercessor squad here.
Yeah, so it's blasts or
Guaranteed 6 shots, yeah, needing 3s.
threes.
All of them? Oh no. 2s to wound.
Reroll the 1. Okay.
Okay, 5 make it through.
At -2.
Okay, so we'll go for 5 pluses to stay alive. I'm sure some people are thinking I should have split the squad. -2, that's 4 dead. It's damage D3 or damage?
It's damage 2.
It's damage 2, yeah, okay, so 4 models slain. Yeah, well, yeah, I've actually am a combat squad now, because nearly half the squad's been destroyed. Okay, that's it.
I think that's it, yeah.
Right, we'll do morale. They should have no fear. No, they don't. Oh no. So I will command reroll that one. It's a 2, we pass. Okay, so down to 5 CP left here for the Blood Angels. Yeah, I could have gone transhuman across here. It would cost me 2 CP. I do need it for other stratagems being used. End of turn. Good start here for the Death Guard. Claiming 5 out of 6 objectives. So looking very, very strong in that regard. Blood Angels taking damage. We've lost one of the Invicta tactical war suits. And damage coming through against the Intercessors as well. So a good, strong start here from the Death Guard. Turn 1 comes to an end for them. Turn 1 for the Blood Angels next. No reserves can arrive here. We've got to rely on what we have on the ground. All right, so movement done for the Blood Angels here, shifting their emphasis over onto their left-hand side. Moved out here with the Invicta to lay some Daka in this direction. Advanced with these and pulled them back away from here and tucked them behind this terrain. Their job's not to get involved with the Death Guard. They have secondary objectives to try and achieve. So they've sat where they are. Intercessors have swung around in this direction to put a bit of Daka into Mortarion, range 24 with their auto bolt rifles. Remus is with them. Romulus has moved off 6 inches towards the Chaos Spawn. I think we have to. We can't just keep holding back. Got to go after something here. So I'm going to send out the first Dreadnought. And then... Yes, we've done a 6-inch move with these and performed the retrieve Octarius data action with those over in that table quarter. So completed 1 out of 4 of those actions. That's movement done. It's a case of containing the Death Guard for now, waiting for our reserves to arrive. So turn 1 movement is done. Psychic phase next. So I'm going to start by trying to put a 5+ invuln save on him for with Shield of Sanguinius, which goes off on an 8. You might want to check for range. I reckon I'm out of Mortarion range. It's this one. It's come from him. Yeah. So unless it's within range of Mortarion, it's not. Alright, so that goes on him. 5+ invuln save. Blood Angels unit within 18 inches. Then we'll try and put quickening on him to make him go mad. It's a 5. Which... I will... Oh, I'm going to take the risk and command reroll it. This is risky business. It goes off on a 7, so if you want to try and stop that, it'll be D3 extra attacks, rerolling charges and advances. That's on him, yeah. So Aaron could try and block.
No.
It's going to too far away anyway. Okay, so that's that one. And now, Wings of Sanguinius. This is so important. I must go Patronic. So I'll go for Chris Heim here. He's an Imperial player, and I'll combo him with Frank Fafecki. So Chris Heim, not bad. Frank Fafecki, just a 3+. Please, yes, goes off. Okay, so 8. Wings of Sanguinius. We'll move the Dreadnought again. We've loaded him up with psychic powers, and he's going to make another move. All right, 12-inch move. He's now over there, jumping up and over the Chaos Spawn. Psychic phase is finished. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Okay, we'll put some firepower into the Poxwalkers over there from the Dreadnought. So, Heavy Bolter. Hits. All wounded.
6s.
AP -2.
Right, this is just their field of hands.
Okay.
Keep one alive.
Okay. 2 brought down. We'll go for the twin Iron How Heavy Stubber. 3s. I think he's looking for revenge for his battle brother that was slain. Force to wound. A toughness.
The toughness 4, I think. Strength 3, toughness 4, I think. Yep.
Okay, so 5. Minus 1 or 2.
It's just nursing no.
Yeah, I was going to fight Mortarion, but it's always disappointing, so we'll shoot at squishy stuff instead. And then the Ironhail auto cannon. I would have fired that at Mortarion, but it's minus 1 damage, so it's not really worth going after him. He's toughness 8 as well. So 3s, going into the Poxwalkers. 2 wounds come through. And slain another 2. Not bad. Brought down quite a few of them. Okay, good shooting from the Invictor. So we'll fire the intercessors here into Mortarion, all in range. Force.
Yeah, 4.
Force for hits, yeah. Dreadful. 6 is to wound. Oh, yeah, terrible. Okay, that's their firepower done. Dreadnought will put Melt around into the closest unit spawn. Hits. Strength 8.
Toughness 5.
Are they?
Yeah.
Failed to wound.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to come on, reroll.
Just got a 5 up, so
3 up. Yeah, comes through. AP minus 4.
nothing going to do.
D6 plus 2. 7 wounds. Pulverised one of the bogies. Green one's gone. Okay, that's the end of him. And then that is it. Yeah, firepower done. So we're going to charges next. We've got a Psycho Dreadnought here that's poised and ready to charge the Chaos Spawn. We'll let that charge go ahead. So I'm just going to roll up here. It's going to be something like a 2 or 3 to go off. It's a 6. Okay, so in he goes. Okay, so Dreadnought's gone in. I've tucked him this way as much as I can to stay away from a Mortarion. Although these 2 Plague Post Crawlers may want to practice their firepower against him. 4 attacks base. 1 attack on the charge for Space Marines. This is Nathan Skrazuti here, Patreon. That'll be the Force Halberd, which would slay one of those things outright if it makes it through. And then D3 extra attacks for Quickening. Oh, 1. Okay, we'll add that in. So I reckon it makes sense to go for... Oh boy, this is tough. I think it makes sense to go like this. Halberd and 3 on this target. 3 against the other one, the red bogey. Okay. I call them bogies, but it does suit. There's 2 green. There's 1 black, like if you've been in a coal mine, and then a red one if you've been picking your nose too much. Okay, so 3 attacks into the lone red bogey. So looking for 3s, it's a good start. 2s to wound. 2 make it through. It's AP minus 3, damage of 3. Okay, so slain. And then here, Force Halberd to try and slay one. This is Nathan Skrazuti. Gets his hit. 2s for a wound. Yes, that's D3. You get 1 attack with a Force Halberd, D3 plus 3. So it's a 4-win model, so he'll be slain. Black bogey gone. And then now, finally, the green bogey needing 3s. 2s. Oh, boy. Oh, come on, reroll. To wipe him out. Got him. 8 minus 3, 3 damage, times 2. Gone. Target destroyed. Dreadnoughts cleared out. The Chaos Spawn. Okay, closest enemy is this target here, so I've headed towards them, still maintaining a presence on the objective, but we're trying to get away from Mortarion if he does decide to move across here and go after the Dreadnought. Mission accomplished here by Romulus. Good move from him, swinging round and taking out the 2 Chaos Spawn units. So cleared 1 of the objectives. Aaron's not in range of this one, but he will still hold 3. This one, and this one. So the plan's worked. Aaron's moved down to multiple objectives, and despite the Blood Angels' efforts, still controls 3 of them. We control 2, so 15 points will come in next turn for the Death Guard. It also puts the Dreadnought in a bit of a precarious position as well. He's exposed and can't be sheltered now, so may well succumb to Death Guard firepower. Turns finished. We'll calculate victory points, Blood Angels on their first turn. Yeah, it's 2 points to 0. Aaron got 2 points last turn for engaging all fronts, 1, 2, 3 table quarters. We're only in 2 table quarters. No assassinates being picked up by either side. 1 out of 4 retrieve Octarius data, so hardly any points this turn. But Death Guard looking stronger as they begin their turn 2. So the question is, Aaron has reserves. He could bring them in on his second turn as we go on to Death Guard turn 2 coming up next. All right, so movement here on turn 2 of the Death Guard. 15 points, as we said earlier on, picked up for primary objectives. So shifting across, claiming this objective here. 5, was it? I think you got 4 or 5 Poxwalkers.
4, yeah.
Yeah, with the Dead Walk Again stratagem being used. And you get that per unit once per game?
Yes.
Yeah, so it could be used on the other unit across the other side as well. Then some Malignant Playcaster just here. Plague Burst Crawler on this objective, anticipating the Blood Angel strike. Aaron knows I would like to go after these vehicles, spreading out for now the Plague Marines, just to hold position at the back, and then over on this flank as well. Behind them, the Tallyman, and also the Plague Surgeon. And it's the Tallyman that's been generating you extra command points each turn. Yeah, 2 more this turn.
Roll up 7+.
Right, gotcha. Okay, so that's come through. Then Mortarian's, he has the fly ability, so he's jumped up on top, 12 inches, now putting the Intercessors in serious trouble. And then across the other side, you can see the Poxwalkers. They've claimed further that objective over on the extreme left-hand side for the Death Guard. There is a good spread of play here. Death Guard spread all the way across the board. And then Aaron has committed with his reserves. So Death Shroud Terminators have turned up here. If they make it in, Inceptors are going to be, or Incursors are going to be in big trouble. Maybe should have taken Infiltrators. They would have kept you away, but oh well. They just look cooler. And then Lord of Contagions turned up here. He's literally just over 9 inches away from both units, so he's been able to tuck right in this corner. And we'll see if his charge goes ahead as well. Blood Angels on 4 CP, Aaron on 7. Yeah, Tallyman helping out with that total. Movement done. Psychic phase next as this battle gets underway. So the usual here, Miasma of Pestilence on Mortarian.
Goes off.
Goes off at a 9. I'm going to try and stop it. We'll stir him. Remus. No, it's worth a try. So the -1 to hit rolls against him yet again. It's a very commanding position for Mortarian.
Curse of the Leper then?
Yep.
So that does go off.
On a 6?
Yeah.
I'll try and stop that with Romulus. No, we do. May as well, because it was a lower score, so may as well try and stop that one.
Okay.
Yes, there is the Malignant Plaguecaster just over and across the other side. It's a good board, this one. Fits in really well with Chaos themed armies, and the Blood Angels do look very much at home here as well in their red armour.
So he's going to do Putrescent Vitality on this unit here.
Yep.
Plague Marines.
Okay, here it comes. We can't stop it now. I've used up all our Psychers.
Yep, it does go off on an 8.
Okay.
Okay, and then he'll just do a Smite.
Smite, yeah, into the Dreadnought, good move. Oh, Perils, it goes off. It's a Super Smite.
Right.
What was that, the damage?
Yeah, that was, no, that was
Your damage.
my damage.
Oh, yeah, okay, Aaron rolled a 6. Oh, that's D3 mortal wounds, I think. Or 3, sorry. 6 is a 3, isn't it? 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds, yes.
On him.
I'm just,
Aaron's just nervously checking his wounds because he took a wound last turn. Is he dead?
It's dead.
Okay. Well, self-assassination here. That's picked us up. It's picked us up some points. Oh no!
I can't roll it now yet because
Is it destroyed in any way? Even self? Yeah. Okay. Right.
No, it doesn't go off.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't go off.
No, because if he kills himself, isn't that right?
I think that's right. We'll double check. Roll your damage. I'd love to see what damage it is, just to see. Oh, I would have been at 6. All right, so hold it there. We're checking the rules. It's a friendly game. We're going to backtrack a little bit here. Aaron's going to re-roll his damage on himself, because then if he keeps himself alive, he can keep the damage coming through against me. Blah blah blah. Okay.
I might use a patronic dice. For this.
Sure. God, you can pick. I don't know. Would you take an Imperial dice to get? No. You want something.
I'll just go
Undeclared.
neutral.
Luke Schwengel. We're not sure who he supports. We'll soon find out.
So something nice and low. Please.
5 or 6 would be good. Oh! Okay, so alive with 1 wound remaining. So therefore the power does go off. That 6 damage does come through. As I might be able to put a stratagem to try and limit that damage against the Dreadnought. Yeah, it's Armour of Contempt. 5 pluses. Give me a... Oh, wow, yes. Block 3. Yeah, well worth it. Okay, so we'll take 3 wounds, dropping down to 5 instead of 2. Anything else from this eventful psychic phase?
Yeah, I think.
No. All right, so we'll move on to shooting phase next. Okay, well, Terran's going to fire first. He's going to fire the lantern into the Dreadnought, actually, which can be targeted.
Yeah, so 2.
Okay.
Strength 8, so 3. Wins, -3.
-3. I'll take that 5 up invuln save that we were granted from last turn. So that's for something it's called. Shield of Sanguinius, yeah. I'll take Nicholas Lucas. He's an Imperial player. Come on. 5+. Please. Oh, not making them this game. What kind of damage is that?
Flat 3.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, -1, because I'm a Dreadnought.
Okay.
Yeah, so drop me down to 3 wounds. He's refusing to die, but no doubt he must succumb. It'll take one entropy cannon wound. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Aaron's going to use his infantry, may as well, just to get their firepower away against the Dreadnought. So, a couple of bolters and a light launcher.
Light launcher, yeah, so we'll do the bolters first.
Okay. -1.
Yeah.
Are they on +1 because they were blessed?
Yeah.
So back up to 3s then.
Yeah,
That's fine. 5s to wound.
5s, 1 wound, and no wounds.
3 up. Passed.
Okay. Light launcher,
3s.
2 hits. And 1 wound.
1 wound comes through. -2.
Yeah.
5 up. Yes, blocked. Ooh, that would have been D3 damage, but -1, I suppose. Okay.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to go...
Plague Burst Crawlers.
Yeah.
They're a menace here. They could sit way at the back with superior firepower and cause trouble for any target. They are one of the stronger elements of Aaron's list here. And apparently he's working on a 3rd one. Why on earth you'd ever want a 3rd?
Okay. Yeah.
Choices, yeah, there's a Dreadnought to try and finish off, and the mortars that can reach pretty much all of these units apart from the Librarian. Okay, interesting choice here. So 2 entropy cannons and sluggers are going to go into the Dreadnought, and then the mortar is going to go across here. It doesn't need line of sight, so it's going to go into the incursors to try and pick on them. Aaron sees the danger of those. They're busily picking up points for secondaries for the Blood Angels at the moment. Okay, so looking for an entropy cannon success to finish off the Dreadnought. -1 to hit. Ay, missed.
Yes.
Ooh,
Okay.
interesting.
Heavy slugger.
Slugger, yeah.
-1. No, because there's...
A straight line without interruption? Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay, no.
No, toughness 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Mortar shots then into the incursors.
Jordan Russell?
Yep, okay.
Okay.
Jordan says 4 shots. Okay. 3s for hits.
Not doing too well. Does a wound, -2.
Okay. Do you know what? I think we might be able to take cover there. We're on the right side of it. Munitorum containers offer infantry +1 cover save within 3 inches of it. We'll check, but I think we do. Yeah, I reckon we do. Correct us if I'm wrong, but it makes it a 4+ save now. No, not to leave it. And it's damage 2. Yeah, take a model off. Any model apart from the sergeant you can choose. There you go. Gone.
Right.
Next, there is one more of these left here. One more Plague Burst Crawler. Alright, so Aaron's going to fire the other one. It's this one here. It's going to go into the Dreadnought. Everything. Mortar, 2 entropy cannons. Surely the Dreadnought is dead. If I live, there's an open door and I can come get you.
Yep.
No pressure.
Okay.
-1 to hit. 4s.
Yeah, 4.
Oh, 2 have hit. Oh, going home. 3s.
3s.
I'll re-roll the 1. Just hope this one doesn't go through. Does it go through?
-4.
5 up invuln save. A chance. Pick. Paul Cook's Imperial. Do you know what? All the Imperial players have failed so far. So I'll go for Samuel Pennanuri. He's undeclared with his allegiance. That's blocked. I knew that was coming. And then we'll go for another undeclared with Will Wright. Come on. No. So it's a literal command reroll.
Yeah.
To live.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to survive. It would be so helpful.
There's a water as well.
I know. Tough choice here. Tough choice. 5+. It's glorious, but I'm burning command points like crazy. Oh, it's so painful. We'll command reroll it. Oh man, Will Wright. Help us, Will Wright. You're our only hope. No! Die! Just explode. No. Take him off. Pick a Dreadnought, any Dreadnought, take him off the board. Oh god, lost that. And all these cards can disappear as well. That's the end of him. Romulus brought down. Remus laments the loss of his battle brother. God, the Blood Angels taking a battering here. They long for the arrival of their reinforcements. Now, if people say to me, you have to wait till turn 3, there's no way on earth I don't wait until turn 3. I need the reinforcements now. That's their 5-power done.
That's them done, yeah.
Anything here?
Yeah, I have my plague
Spitters? Spurts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spurt into your squad behind the
Container here, yes, the incursors. Oh boy, if Aaron makes it in here, it's going to cause real problems. In fact, this is not looking good if they make it in, if he makes it in, Blood Angels in serious trouble here. No, you done the right thing to go after the Blood Angels. There's no point in holding back.
So this is 46 hits.
Okay, not that great.
Okay. So they do automatically hit, but wounding on 5.
5s, yeah.
3.
Minus?
They are plague weapons, so reroll these. 3, 4. No minus.
Okay, we'll take 3 up, so don't get covered because of the wrong side of it here, and we take a wound. Okay, that's not so bad. Think that's it? Yeah. A good place in Death Guard here, confidently moving out and taking on the Blood Angels instead of waiting for the assault. I think it's been a good move. Charges next. Yeah, that's what we're saying, is Aaron could go along here and down here, 7-inch charge, or he can go along here, a 5-inch charge, and reach these, just with the vertical rules. Or, if he wants to, an 8-inch charge will make contact with the Dreadnought, using those rules. But 8 inches, tricky, and there's 2 9-inch charge rolls here as well.
I think I have to go Dreadnought because if I can take him out, that's
a good move, if you can.
Gonna go for it. Dreadnought.
8-inch charge, no Overwatch, close your eyes and wait for it. What's the result? It's a 7, okay. So now do your command reroll. Yes, 2. Patronic. Or not, no, it doesn't have 2. Trions haven't really helped much this game. They've been a bit fickle.
Yeah, I'll just go regular dice, I think. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
It's a can't see.
Is a 9.
Oh, blast. Right, send him in. Well, we can all go home early tonight, can't we? Ew, Mortarion. I hate him. How many wounds has he taken?
No.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, this is bad. Really bad. Okay, keep going. If these charges go off, there's even worse trouble to come.
Okay, so the Lord of Contagion. Just into the Dreadnought, I think.
Dreadnought, yep. It's 9 required. I can see a 6.
7.
Okay, and Death Shroud Terminators.
To the squad.
It'll be bad trouble if these make it in.
Yep.
That's a 10. Oh, no. Just straight in like that.
Straight in.
Overhanging to grab the objective. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Okay. I could interrupt play. I've got 2 CP. So I think, well, it's obvious, isn't it? It's going to be Mortarion that goes first. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, here it comes. So how much of your attacks is going to go into the Dreadnought?
Well, he's no end one, does he?
No, he's no one at all. No, just -1 damage. That's all he's got. I could pop smoke. Oh, dear. Come on, Remus. He gave his 5+ invuln save away to his battle brother. Don't be so eager, Remus, to join your battle brother.
Yeah. So,
Aaron's thinking here.
I think I might go 4 into him.
Just 4. No, I don't know. I don't know why I'm persuading you to add in more. No, 4 would do. 4's good.
And then 3 into the
Intercessors.
intercessors.
Okay.
Right, so Dreadnought
2s. All of them.
and 2s.
Toughness 7. Okay.
Rerolling 1.
Plague.
-4.
Yep.
Minimum 12 damage plus 43.
-1 damage to Dreadnought?
I don't think it'll help.
No, it's not going to help. No. Okay. Okay, yep. And then your attacks into my guys.
Rerolling 1s because of his Lord of the Death Guard ability. And. Yep. So that's 3.
3 of those dead.
4 dead.
Right, okay. So I will, if I'm clever, I reckon I can take these away, and then I'm further away from him, and not near the base of the building, and then I'm not in combat, and then you won't be able to consolidate down because it's too far.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll play it that way. Correct us if we're wrong. I think I can do that. But it's just to try and stay away from Mortarion. You can't blame them for doing that. Lost the sergeant though. He can go, yes. Yeah, we'll play it. I've used all my CP. Only Indefinite Duty End. We'll play that on the Dreadnought just before he goes. So 4 attack space. We were charged. And then we will take... Now, in there somewhere is a Blood Angel. Yes, there he is. It's Longbow BB. He's declared his allegiance as... Well, they just will not worry about that. It's also Blood Angels. So some chance for some glory here to cause some kind of damage against Mortarion. If we can get that Force Halberd in, that's where the damage could come through against him. It's going to be forced to hit though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here we go. Forced hit. Longbow BB is in. There's a cock dice just in here. Missed. No kind of rerolls going on. So half of them have hit. It's 2s to win though. Okay, these have made it through. That's not bad. So 2 invuln saves first of all for the fist.
Okay.
Furiosa fist.
4s.
No. 6 damage becomes 4.
Okay, which I then do
5 pluses.
Okay, so 3 damage.
3 damage, okay. So it's pretty much worth it so far. And now the big one. This is the Force Halberd into the chest of Mortarion. Oh!
No.
CP reroll because it's 3 plus D3 damage.
Yep.
It's non-patronic. Oh, it's made it through. It has made it through. Okay, so we'll continue on the damage of Longbow BB here. 5 or 6, what glory. Oh! Okay, 5 becomes 4. 4 damage caused here, and now 5's to block. It's a parting gesture from Remus. Aaron blocks 2, takes 2 further wounds. Yeah, okay, 5 wounds taken. Not bad. I think that was worth it. Happy enough with that result. Could have been a lot worse. For us, I mean, it's dropping down to 11? 13?
Yeah, it's like 18.
18 wounds. Okay, so now for the attacks down here. This is disrupting my ability to harvest points here for secondaries. With Aaron going into the Incursus, really disrupting the Blood Angels battle plan here. It's meant to be, I spend ages painting stuff, form a new list, and then get revenge. That's how it's meant to be scripted, but I'm not playing ball here with the Death Guard. They are used to slaughtering the Blood Angels. It's becoming too efficient here. Death Shroud Terminators.
Yeah, 3. So.
Ugh. What's the reroll ones range on? Is there a reroll ones from Mortarion? No.
There wouldn't be on them because they're not core, and he has to pick a core unit.
Right.
Yep, so that hit. And then this is coming at strength 7.
3's to wound. It's plague, probably.
Yeah. So reroll. Okay, so that's 5. 8 at -3.
I don't even want to ask. What's the damage?
2.
Right, that's it. I've had enough. They're dead. It's AP -2, did you say?
-3.
Yes, I know transhuman, but you can't do it if you don't have any CP.
Yeah, well, you're at -1 toughness anyway.
Oh, right, okay. Target Incursus gone, picked off here by the Death Shroud Terminators. Good result from them. Usually they struggle to make contact in games, but they've turned up and engaged at just the perfect time. Good play for the Death Guard. We've almost tabled here, haven't got much left. We'll calculate victory points here, but it's been an excellent turn from the Death Guard. Yeah, I'm still on 0. Aaron's on 29. That could be about the biggest gap we've seen in a long time. But having said all of that, Blood Angels still have just under half of their force to arrive via Deep Strike. Where do they turn up? There's problems to deal with here. There's him to deal with, who's still in very healthy condition. There's Poxwalkers on both flanks. And then there's the cluster of Plague Marines and Plague Burst Crawlers. We can't land everywhere. We can't divide ourselves. We've got to choose where to go with our deep striking units here. But Blood Angels is one thing for certain. They are up for some revenge from the sky. We'll go on to turn 2 now, as the Blood Angels must salvage the situation if they're to stand a chance in this game. Right, so we're on turn 2 for Blood Angels. Is it too little or too late is the question. You'll see in a moment where the reinforcements have arrived. I swung around 10 inches here with the Invicta. Going to scoot around, fire, and then charge into those Terminators. And ignore him for as long as we can by moving away. Then I don't have the command points to bring these off the board. But they did retrieve Octarius data last turn, so this turn they're freed up. So I reckon I'm going to shoot and plunge them into the Poxwalkers. Then reinforcements have turned up. Actually, we'll do these here. Intercessors just backing off, holding this objective, and performing retrieve Octarius data across here. So that's 2 out of 4 complete for the Blood Angels. Reinforcements have turned up just here. So in amongst the AdMech terrain here, Chaplin's on this edge for his charge, trying to take out the Psyker, trying to keep the whole mission in mind here. We've dropped the Plasma Interceptors here to offload into Mortarion. That Captain, there he is, just tucked in there. Sanguinary Guard have turned up, and Terminators. They're poised to charge not this way, but this way instead. Try and take on the vehicles and the infantry. If we get in amongst Aaron's force here and disrupt it, then we can cause some trouble of our own. That's the idea. If we go after Mortarion, Aaron's going to turn the rest of his army against us, and it'll be an even more of an uphill struggle. So whilst Mortarion's busy at that end, we'll create trouble at this end. That's the idea. Movement's done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Okay, so we played Canticle of Hate. It's cost me 1 CP, the 1 CP that I generated at the beginning of the turn. That gives all those units +2 to their charge. I can't combine it with the Blood Angels +1, so it will be a 7-inch charge required against our targets that we've deployed against. So firepower here, we do have some. So we'll offload with what we have. So we're going to fire the Plasma Interceptors first of all. They deploy just over 9 inches away for deep strike, which means we're outside of the preventing reroll bubble. I can reroll on ones because of the Captain nearby, and we will supercharge into Mortarion. So we'll do one at a time just for the sake of models being slain. So 2d3. Nice. We're going to start off with 6 shots. -1 to hit rolls. Yeah. 4s. He's going to die, but we get to reroll ones. He lives and hits with everything. I'm sensing a rise in blood temperature here with the Blood Angels. We've supercharged. It's strength 8, toughness 8, so 4s to wound. No complaints at all. This would usually be damage 2, but it's Death Guard here. So 4+ invuln saves. Block 3. 5+ to ignore. You're 1. This is going to be a long process, yeah. 12 wounds left. I don't think we're not going to kill him, but we'll just try and damage him. 6 shots again. 4s for hits. Nice. 4s for wounds. Just the 1. Oh. Blocked on an invuln save. We'll go again. D3. Or 2d3. 4s. I can't complain about the accuracy here. 4s to wound. Just the 1. 4+ invuln save.
No. And then 5 up.
5 up.
No.
Another one picked off, dropping down to 11. Next one. 4 shots. 4s. 4s. Yeah, 1 more.
9.
Blocked. And the last one. Just 2 shots. Oh man, any other target, reroll that one. Hits. 1 more wound. God, any other target would be in so much trouble. Blocked that one as well. Oh, Tom says that unit there, you point at it and delete the target. But Mortarion, no. 2 wounds. And I guess we should be grateful just for causing those 2 wounds. Oh boy. It's, 4+ invuln save.
-1 damage.
-1 damage. 5 up, feel no pain. Oh dear, the odds are stacked against us here, but we can rejoice at every wound caused, but still 11 remain on Mortarion. I think we were right to ignore him with most of the army here. Okay, 14 shots for the Sanguinary Guard. Trying to shoot some holes in Mortarion here. 3s for hits, usually 2s because of Heirs of Ascalon. Reroll 1s for the Captain. So most have hit. It's going to be 6s to wound, though. This is the problem. Oh dear, Mortarion should be banned. We'll go for firepower with the Inceptors. So we'll fire with those. Rapid fire. 8 shots. I'll do 6 shots and chuck a frag grenade. Hey, you got over 10, isn't there?
Yes.
3s. Nice. Toughness is 4. Yeah, so 3 saves.
6. No, 3 dead.
Okay. There's a good frag grenade. And then 3s. Nice. 4s. Nice. Minus whatever, so that goes through. And then...
Okay, 4 more dead.
4 more dead. Good shooting. Okay. Well done to the incursors. So... I need to take on them. I've got to do well against the Terminators. So I'm going to offload everything that he has into them. So we'll go for Fragstorm Grenade Launcher. 5 shots. 3s. 5s. Nothing. Or upgrade. Or up the firepower here. We'll go for the auto cannon. 3s to wound. 2 make it through. -1.
So 3 up. So 4 and 1. So 1.
It's damage 2 becomes damage 1, so 1 wound caused. And then the 2 Iron Howl Heavy Stoppers. 3s. Just stack her at close range here. 2. -1.
Okay, so.
Model slain.
Nope, the 3 wounds each.
3 wounds. Yeah, there's a 1 wound already. No, that wound is from my intercessors, who Aaron spurted and put a wound on them. So there's a heavy bolter. Here we go. 3 hits. No wound. Strength 5, toughness 5. Oh, okay, right. Yes, no more firepower. Yeah, it's the chaplain. He's got a melter, a combi melter, but he's positioned himself, so he can't see anybody. Okay, so firepower complete from him. Oh, no, it's a combi. So he's a Terminator as well. Put 4 shots into Mortarion. Get a wound, go on, 6s. Yes, I got 1. -1. What's that mean? That's a wound.
There's a wound, yeah.
Yeah, 5 to ignore. Come on for pride. Yes, we've got 1. Down to 10. Chaplain's added to the whole shot through the wings of Mortarion here. Anything else? No, it's charges where the business is going to be done. If these charges go ahead, we'll go on to charges next. Critical point in the game for the Blood Angels. Well, I'll charge down here. 12. Enthusiastic. Alright, so we've charged a roll of 12. We've gone in this direction, trying to get away from him to some degree, but also wary of Mortarion as well. But Invicta's gone in against the Terminators. Okay, first charge then. Terminators. I was going to try and split and head across here, but there's pipes to cross. Don't want to do that. Want to head straight down here if we can with the Terminators. It's a 7-inch charge. With the relic on the chaplain, I get to reroll my charges. So 7 required. Come on. Yes, 8. So 9-inch charge going ahead. Right, so Terminators are in. We'll leave the chaplain where he is because he's got to grant charges, +2 to the charges for the other units. So Sanguinary Guard, they will declare their charge into these Plague Marines, just here to try and take on them. So 7-inch charge. No, it's re-rollable.
Oh, right.
Because I'm outside of the 9-inch re-rollable. Now, that's interesting actually. So turn 2 is quite good to arrive, because turn 3 you'd be a 12-inch denial. Does it expand on that for?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, right, okay. Here's the reroll. This is very big here. Just calm down, and we'll. I don't know about Patreons. They're a bit hit and miss. We'll rely on them one more time. Find me some Imperial players.
Okay, Dari Imperium, Paul Cook.
Paul Cook, yes, okay.
Yeah, that's.
Give me a neutral. Neutral's been good this game.
Okay, let's go.
Marcus Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay, can I keep that result?
No.
No. Okay. So Marcus Anthony, this is the neutral player. Right, so this is down to Paul Cook, who needs a 6. I'll go mad if we get a 6. Please. I want to do well. No. Oh, it doesn't go ahead. Oh, right. Oh boy, not good, not good. No. Okay, right, we'll send in the captain. The captain's going to simultaneously charge the Plague Marines and the vehicle. He'll do it by himself. Goes ahead. 9 plus 2, 11-inch charge. In he goes. All right, Lazarus is in. There he is, by himself. Would have been exceptionally useful to have the sanguinary guard there. Aaron may want to pay them a visit now with Mortarion. Oh dear. The chaplain's going to do a run up. We're going to try and send him around to this character. It'll be a good idea if we can make it. No, but it's re-rollable. In he goes. Chaplain swings round. Yeah, it's just to cover what's happened there. You've seen some charges going ahead. Most of them have, apart from the sanguinary guard, but can't really complain. We've had 3 out of 4 charges go ahead. It's not too bad. So the way that works then, we're taking a Terminator Chaplain, making him the Master of Sanctity. So he's then able to use the Commanding Oratory Stratagem. You play that in a phase other than the command phase, and then he gets to make one of his canticles go off. The one that we use is Canticle of Hate, which is a 6-inch bubble. It lets units get +2 to their charge. Try and make it more reliable when we arrive via Deep Strike. And then I give him Icon of the Angels. So units within 6 inches of him get to reroll their charges. So it's built into the chaplain. The idea is he lands in and directs the charges, giving them a bonus to their charge and helps them reroll all of their charges as well. So that's the idea with him. But 3 out of 4 have gone ahead, so can't complain too much. Would have been exceptionally useful to have the Sanguinary Guard plough into that Death Guard unit. But Lazarus has gone ahead regardless here, plunging into both the vehicle and the squad. So interrupt play might be an issue here. I think we'll fight first with Lazarus, I think. So we'll start with Lazarus here, just in case Aaron tries to attack here. He's probably going to keep the flail alive anyway, so Lazarus may well find himself in trouble. So we're carrying the Hammer of Baal here, so it's the no minus to the hit rolls hammer. So looking for 2s. Okay, so those make it through. Once per turn, I get to reroll a hit roll, a wound roll, and a saving throw. So we'll take the reroll hit roll. Coming in at strength 9 in total. The extra, so we've got 4 attacks, Space Marines on the charge, and Imperium's sword as well. That's where we got our 6 attacks from. Looking for 2s to wound, which I'll reroll one of those. That's his gift of foresight ability. AP -3 on 5. Okay. It's quite efficient with him.
So 5s.
Of course, right, okay, great. Blocked 1. Okay. Yes, so notice the invuln save, it's not here, it's across there. No 6s scored, so 5 slain from that squad. Okay. Well, if Aaron's clever enough, he can remove all the models that are in base contact and send in the flail on the charge next turn. Something like that. We'll let him decide what he wants to do. Okay. Alright, models removed from play. Interrupt, it's not really worth it, is it? Here.
There.
Oh, yes. Aaron could with the Death Shroud Terminators. Yes. Yeah, bad choice, that one. Lazarus probably would have been safe. Should have really gone here with this one, but it's too late now.
I'm going to play Vermin Whispers, so it adds 1 to the hit rolls for the Terminators.
Huh?
We'll be hitting on 2s with their...
Oh. Okay, can we tuck these in?
Yeah.
They've been having a good game here, these Death Shroud Terminators.
Okay, so 2s.
Looking good.
Okay, so this is strength 7 it's coming in at, so that's toughness 7?
No. He's toughness 6.
Which is actually toughness 5 because of their...
Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. Right,
so
fine.
Yeah,
3s.
3s. Rerolling 1s. Okay.
10.
11.
11, sorry.
At -3.
Oh. Need a million 6s. Right, what does that mean, Aaron?
2 damage each.
Oh, is it 11? Sorry, I left one out.
Yeah.
2 damage each. Yeah, we're dead. So only hope is to explode. No, okay. Dreadnought destroyed. Oh man, bad choice. Punished. One false move against the Death Guard, you get punished here. So, nasty stuff. I just want to... no, we'll not roll to see what we'll have done. We'll just have to lament the situation that we're in. Here's our main attack across here. The deep striker units are doing quite well so far. We'll head over now to the other charging units, the Chaplain to fight and Terminators as well. Alright, we'll get the Chaplain to fight first. Try and pick off the Malignant Plaguecaster. It'll be useful to get rid of that Psyker. 3 attack space, +1 on the charge for Space Marines. 2s. And then we'll go for 2s to wound, I believe. Strength 6. +1 to the wound rolls. Okay, 2 make it through. Just -1 though.
Okay.
So 4 ups to stay alive.
Okay, no.
Got him. That's the last wound required, so he can go. That's an assassinate picked up. And then we will do our consolidation like so. Okay, so we get plus an extra 3 inches to our pilot move, so we've swung around here to try and capture this vehicle. Here's our attacks. Terminators on the charge, need 4s. Well. Yeah, not bad at all. God, that's way above average. I think I'm 3s to wound. Yeah. Strength 4 times 2. +1 to the wound rolls. Okay, 3s to win. Okay. Alright, so these would be damage 3, but they'll come through at damage 2. They're -2. Okay. So Aaron will take 5+ invuln saves on 7 dice. Will not destroy it, but certainly hammering on the door here.
Okay, so...
Block 3.
3, so that's...
4, 8. 8 damage taken. Yeah, consolidation move just to tuck right in and to block the escape here of that vehicle. Possibly the ideal situation was to survive, was to keep him alive, to protect them from your firepower next turn, at least. But Aaron's got options that can counterattack in close combat anyway. I think that's pretty much it here for close combat. Anywhere else? Oh dear, facepalm moment here. Didn't charge with the incursors. Could have cleared that objective potentially with them. I could have asked Aaron to let me charge, but no, I've got to learn the hard way here. There's no point in being let off all the time in warm-up games. I've got to learn here in these practice battles to keep a cool head and make sure the charges go ahead here. So unforgiving situation here for Blood Angels. Mixed results. Charges have gone ahead. Damage has been okay. It could have been better. Blood Angels out of shape though. Not all units making it in. And here my home deployment zone now cleared. I've no units left here at all, apart from a dead Terminator sitting on a throne just up here. That is the end of the second turn for Blood Angels. They're certainly on the back foot. Death Guard tactically a strong position. And also strong with units on the board. Turn 2 comes to an end for the Blood Angels. I'll calculate points to see what has been picked up by them. Yeah, 5 points picked up. We do get engaged on front, so I forgot about this unit here. Holding the objective. So we have those. So 2 points picked up for engaging on fronts, and then assassinate as well. We killed the Malignant Plaguecaster. So from 5 points to 29. Aaron has a turn in hand. We'll go on to turn 3 now for the Death Guard, the middle stage of the game. If the Death Guard strike well, they could perhaps finish the Blood Angels off, but there's some tough units on the board. We'll see what Aaron decides to do as we head on to turn 3 for the Forces of Chaos. Alright, so we're on turn 3, middle stage of the game here for the Death Guard. Just hasn't quite worked out for the Blood Angels in this game. Our units here at the back, failed to keep those alive for longer. It would have been useful if we had these units on the board at this point of the game. With the Death Guard combining deep striking units coming in, plus aggression shown by other units, has rattled the Blood Angels here and caused an immense amount of disruption. And then our charge, just too much to deal with on the board. We've done our best to break in to Aaron's position across there. I guess both vehicles tapped out, at least. It's just not bad. But Aaron now prepares to counter. I guess the biggest problem is Mortarion and where he ends up charging. It could prove the deadly blow for the Blood Angels, but yeah, we'll see. Look, there's our dead pile, right? It's not too bad at this stage. If we could be resolute, and we're now on turn 3, so the Blood Angels, we've now got Assault Doctrine kicking in, so extra AP minus going on. And then Savage Echoes for extra attacks as well. So Blood Angels at their most potent at this point of the game. So it's a case of survival. On to our turn 3. If Aaron doesn't cause enough damage, then the Blood Angels could strike back. We'll see. It's a critical point in this battle. Just a warm-up game, but we'll try our best with the Blood Angels here. It's good practice for them in this fight. They've got 2 situations for the Blood Angels, 2 league games to come. There's 3 games each per army. They've lost the first one, so they must win the next 2 games in the league if they're to stand any chance of making progress. I'd love to see them do well. I really do like this list here, the new units, but they've got to get victories if they're to make it through in the league. So we'll let Aaron finish his moves here. I'll talk about it. I deserve to be criticised for it. So we're talking about this melee over here. I forgot the charge. I could have asked Aaron, he would have let me charge, but I've said no. I'm going to pay penance here for for the mistake, and we've just found out it's been costly for us because of primary objectives. So we held that one because of the Primaris Marines around here. No one on this one. So at the start of the turn, Aaron held this one and that one. That's 2. Then across here, he started the turn holding that because I didn't make my charge and clear that objective. So that means he was holding 3. That's 5 points holding 2, another 5 points holding 3, and then another 5 points because he holds more than us. If we had have cleared that, we would have stopped him from holding the 3rd objective, which blocked the bonus 5 points, and the 5 points holding 3 or more objectives. So that's cost us 10 victory points, and that in a game is a lot of points. So a shame about that in the corner. That could have really made a difference. But just letting you know, sometimes it's not always about the main focus of a fight. You've got to watch out for the fringe battles as well, because tactically they can play an important role in a game as well. But we learn from our mistakes, and there is much much learning to do. Aaron's just thinking about his movement. It looks like it's been mostly done. Mortarian's moved, headed off in that direction. He wouldn't be that greedy, would he, to take on both units at once? Yeah, I could take that as a yes. These have moved around here. They're going to try and clear away. Checking the rules for retrieve Octarius data. We have completed that action. It doesn't matter if Aaron wipes those out. These happy on here. They're just going to sit there for the whole game. Oh, right. Okay, so they're actually going to do that as well. Then I'm guessing the unit with the flower. Yeah, it's going to close in and take on the captain whilst he's in close combat. Then the Plague Marines at the back. They've done their duty, holding the back door, heading off in this direction. Aaron keeping the characters on the objective, and then across the other side the Plague Burst squad locked in close combat against the Terminators, but it can shoot with some of the weapons.
Yeah, just not the mortar.
Okay, so Psychic Phase, Mortarian, yeah, next. Okay, Miasma of Pestilence on Mortarian, the 3rd time in a row.
Okay.
Goes off, we can't deny. Nice. The other option I'd been thinking about, I didn't do it in the end, but you see the Plasma Inceptors, I was going to keep them off and bring them down another time. That may well have proved useful. But no, it was worth the 2 wounds off Mortarian with them.
Right, we're going to do Curse of the Leper now, onto the Sanguinary Guard.
Guard, yeah, because they're toughness 3. Okay.
So, there we go. 6, which we're perilled.
Perilled, take that. Come on, reroll.
No.
No.
The wounds, so 1.
Mortal wound, okay.
I can't take his 5 up. No, it's not mortal wound.
I don't know, each time a wound is lost, I think you can.
Yeah. Okay, takes it anyway, so down to 9.
Drop it down to 9, okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
7 dice. It is 3 pluses. Exceeds, no, sorry, 4s, 5s, and 6s.
Okay.
4 more wounds.
It's good, yep. It's enough to kill 2 of the Sanguinary Guard. Alright, so taking the 2 front models away just to try and stretch Aaron's charge as much as possible, but it probably will go ahead. Psychic Phase finished. Yeah, because the Malignant Plaguecaster is dead at the feet of the Chaplain. Shooting Phase next. Oh, it makes total sense.
Yeah, okay.
I shouldn't have plonked him in, but I did. Chaplain's gone in here. Why does he want to fight against the vehicle? He's now going to take 2 entropy cannons to the face. Is it -1 to the hit rolls? For heavy?
No, because not for them, because of their inexorable advance, I think, gives them that.
Oh.
But he will be on a lower bracket because of his damage.
Right, okay.
He's hitting on 4s.
I just survive and then smash the living poxwalker out of that and then go into this slot. That's the dream.
Okay, so 4s. This is the heavy slugger.
I'll slugger first of all, just to soften him up.
So 3 hits. And
2 wounds.
2 wounds, yeah.
-1.
Heavy slugger, yes.
Passed.
Okay.
2 up armor save. -1.
Entry cannons.
Here we go. This is the moment of truth. 1 comes through. Get wounds. I've got no command rerolls, but I do have Patreons.
Do you want a neutral or?
Yeah, just yeah. And
Do you have any Imperial ones left?
I can see Maxfield Knuckles. I suspect he's an Imperial player. Oh, just about. Keeping the chaplain alive. God, dear me.
Okay, well, rinse and repeat into the captain.
Into the captain. Oh no, Lazarus.
This is going to be 3s because it's undamaged. Heavy slugger.
Okay.
No,
No, I'm toughness 3 now.
yeah,
Yep.
2 wounds.
3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Okay, so AP -1.
Yep.
Okay, so 3 up armor save, -1, 4 up. Storm shields give +1. So I'm going to take a 3 up. We'll take the wound. Not gonna. I do get a reroll for a save, but we may well need that for something else. So Lazarus takes a wound. Entropy cannons. Yo,
1 hit.
1 hit comes through. Doesn't wound, but it's plague thing. Yeah, yes, bound to. Yeah, okay. 4+. I'm going to immediately turn to Patreon. I've lost my nerve.
Michael Fryer.
Michael Fryer. Come on, Patreons. Give me that 4+. No! Command reroll. Oh, not command reroll, sorry. He gets a once per turn reroll of a wound. A save. It's 50-50. I need Lazarus to live. The game hangs on this roll. Come on. Oh!
D3+3.
Deep. He's dead.
Yeah, because he was additional.
Yeah, he's dead. There's nothing I can do.
I should have taken 3 anyway. 7 wounds.
7 wounds. Oh, Lazarus is gone. Oh, no. That is big. That's bad. Bad stuff. Not good. Okay. Just down to the Terminators then in this quarter of the board, fighting away with the chaplain, who will now take command. Yeah, that is the sting in the tower of tapping out vehicles like that. Those entropy cannons are utterly deadly. Nasty, nasty weapons. Plague burst crawlers are way better than they used to be. Excellent unit. Deadly firepower. Tough enough when they've been charged, and they can still shoot some of their weapons as well. So good stuff from them. Good play from Aaron. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll shoot Mortarian's lantern into your
Plasma Inceptors, yeah, go ahead.
There. So 2. And probably a 2. Just let me double check for strength. It's strength 8. Their toughness
5 -1.
4.
Yeah, 2s.
Yep.
Goes through.
-3.
Okay, we'll take a 6 up. Nope.
Flat 3.
That's enough to kill one. Okay, so we'll take away. Oh, the sergeant. Yeah, he's the closest, but no, we'll keep. Yeah, we'll lose the sergeant just to try and make it a bit difficult to charge, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. Okay, so he's gone. A few shots with the Plague Marines. Yeah, I can see them over there. They might be able to fire through against the Sanguinary Guard. Yeah, and all of them can see the tanks in the way, but one blight launcher and a bolter could shoot into the Sanguinary Guard.
So, bolter, 2s.
3s for cover, maybe.
3s for cover, yeah.
It's fine. Both hit anyway.
Yeah.
3s to wound. Yeah.
Double 6.
Nice. We'll take 2 up. Take a wound. Okay.
Blight launcher. 1 hit.
2s to wound.
Bit of wound.
Yeah.
That's 2.
And take a 4 up. No! It's a dead model. Okay, so we'll take away this one here. like so. I've got 4 left, just making it a bit easier for Mortarion just to wipe out the whole lot.
So we'll just do this last bolt gun into them as well.
Okay.
2 hits.
Yes, because the other model's equipped with a flail.
1 wound.
Okay. No. Oh, the wounds keep flowing in. Oh boy.
Anybody in particular?
No, just that one there. That's fine. Yeah, no problem. Shooting phase finished. Strongest unit on the board, and the one in the best position is the Terminators over on the other side. We'll go on to charges next. In fact, we could capture this one. Mortarion's going to go downstairs. So you reckon a 6-inch charge to reach the Sanguinary Guard, paying 4 to go down and 2 across, and then it will be what it will put him in. If he gets the 6, it will put him in range of the Plasma Inceptors, and we'll go after both units. If he gets 6, should do. Command reroll on standby.
Yeah.
9. In he goes. We haven't dealt with him. And now Mortarion plunges into 2 expensive Blood Angels units. Ah, well, it's just 400 points. Okay, 10-inch charge.
So we'll just keep ourselves
there on the objective, yeah.
the corner. Yep.
Okay.
Poxwalkers.
Poxwalkers going in. Aaron hasn't forgotten on his side. So I think that maybe they're trying to tie me up to stop me from claiming the objective. Okay, sneaky stuff. Nice adventure for them. It's quite a boring existence for Poxwalkers. Aaron usually just gives them orders just to stand still at a certain spot on the battlefield, like they've been disciplined for something. But they're actually been allowed to do a charge here because the Blood Angels forgot to do theirs. Okay, so charges across here, quite desperate stuff.
I might try that one. That's going to take a 9 actually, because it's just short of 10 inches.
Okay, well, go for it. Yeah, 9-inch charge.
No, it's 5.
5. Okay. Send your characters in. No. Okay. So charges then. No interrupt play, but Aaron can fight at leisure with his units, but looking good here for the Death Guard.
Modified hit roll of a 6 inflicts a mortal wound in addition.
What? I've not seen this before.
I haven't done that one before.
Oh, you haven't played it before, right? Okay. Okay, right. A modified hit roll of a 6 inflicts a mortal wound on the target in addition to normal damage. A modified hit roll of 1 inflicts a mortal wound on the Poxwalkers unit after that fight is resolved. How interesting.
So they're kind of kamikaze in themselves.
Wow. Is it capped? No. What? Right, go ahead. Okay, so mutant strain being used now to bring down these forgetful Blood Angels.
16 attacks.
So 6s are good, right?
6s are good, yeah. They're hitting on 4s.
I'd love you to get 7 1s.
1 6.
And 2 1s. That serves you right for trying to use a mutant strain.
4s.
Right, force to wound. Yeah, because we're toughness 3.
Yeah, it's not bad actually. 6.
Oh,
No mind.
3 ups. Oh, triple 1. Plus the other one you caused. So 2 models at the back. Oh no, keep the sergeant alive.
Okay.
Take the front one and that one. So they're gone. Your 2 1s bring 2 of yours down as well.
Yeah.
I just lost 2, so you gained 2.
That's true, so just keep them.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay.
Yep. Next.
Let's see if the fun one's last. Yeah, we'll go for that. 5, 4, 4. Okay. So, 3s.
Okay. This is the Death Shroud Terminators. They've had a good run this game, disrupting at the back of the board.
2s.
It's that initial charge. If they get initial charge off, wipe out target, consolidate and so on, they can start pushing their way in.
Once they get in there.
Yeah.
They could most of it. Yeah, so that's all those minus 3.
7.
7, yeah.
So need something like 4 6s. Destroyed. Target destroyed. They're hidden behind here. It's the last of the intercessors, but they are gone. Aaron's happy enough just to claim that objective.
He's on 9 wins.
Right, so it's dropped a bracket. So it's less attack, so it is a bit too much to chew, but Aaron's going to play tactically here. So you reckon he's going to put all of the attacks into the Sanguinary Guard and then not fight the Plasma Inceptors at all, but they'll be prevented from shooting at next turn. So that's the idea behind that.
Okay.
So it's -1 to hit, though,
Yeah.
the sanguinary guard. So what does that mean? You need
Threes.
threes, right?
And I can reroll ones.
Can you? Oh, why?
Because prime work of the Death Guard.
I thought they'd done away with that. God, 2s to wound. Toughness 3.
Reroll.
To play rerolling 1s.
5, -4.
I get a save.
You do.
Okay. I've got 4 models left. So a 666. I'd be really happy. Nope, I will not be happy. They're gone. Sanguinary Guard destroyed. Damage is 3 plus.
D3.
Ugh, no. Dead. So that's them gone. Ah, shame. You're right to soften them up though. Take out models. But they're gone. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So I might as well try and fight back with the Plasma Inceptors. So Plasma Inceptors, they're actually holding a prime objective, but it's not really going to make much difference because we don't hold any others, so not be able to pick up any points anyway. But we'll resolve our fighting back. Yeah, so Plasma Inceptors, will fight with them next. Get a fair few attacks. Base of 2, we killed the Sergeant off, which is a bit silly. Base of 2, an extra attack with Space Marines, then Savage Echoes, another attack on top of that. It's -1 to hit you, isn't it? Miasma of Pestilence. Yeah, it's looking for 4s. We've actually got a lot. But it's going to be 6s to wound. We got 1.
Any minus?
-1, yeah, Assault Doctrine.
So 4 up either way. It's fine.
Blocked. Okay. So that's their combats resolved. We'll go for... Yeah, we'll go for the paired combat blades across here. So 2 models left. There's a Sergeant and base of 3, another model. We were charged. Another attack each. Savage Echoes, another attack as well. So get a fair number of attacks, which have all hit. We were charged. So 3s to wound. Oh, there was an opportunity there. Oh. AP -2, 4 of them.
4 and 4 dead.
Got them all.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that's that done. And then across here, Terminators. We'll go with the Terminators first of all, because then we can head off that direction.
I'll just quickly do my attacks.
Of course, no, it's your turn next, yeah.
I'll do them into the chaplain.
Okay.
Almost. Go ahead.
Okay. So we are on just 2 attacks each now. We better kill this thing. 2 and 2, and then the Sergeant 3. Yep. I've got a bad feeling about this. 4s. 4s to wound. Oh, come on. 2 at -3. 5 up invuln saves to stay alive. No.
So the damage is what?
Damage 3 drops to 2, so it's enough to destroy you unless you command reroll a 5+ invuln save.
It's probably the worst.
Yeah, the disruption factor. Non-patronic.
Nope.
Vehicle destroyed. Does he blow up?
Yes, please.
No. Alright, so vehicle gone. Okay, so consolidation we've made there. Eligible unit was he was in close combat, and then we've moved him across 3 inches with a consolidation move, and that is it. So not bad over here. Terminators have got themselves in amongst the Death Guard. Chaplain with them, so that's fine. Middle of the board, trouble. Other side of the table. Not significant now. We've lost all of our units just over there. So there's only one area really of success now for the Blood Angels, which is the Terminators. We'll press on. We'll get a score now for Aaron's turn, and then press on to Blood Angels turn 3. Surely they've lost the game now, but we'll batter one and try and take out revenge against these Death Guard Space Marines. Yeah, okay, so points picked up here. More points for engaging on fronts. Assassinate.
Yep, kill the captain.
Captain was slain, yeah. So we're now looking at another Spread the Sickness as well, fulfilled down here. 53 points to 5 at this stage. Aaron's rolling up a dice for something. Oh, lost one for Spread the Sickness. Okay, fine. Okay, so turn comes to an end. We're going to turn 3 for the Blood Angels. There is a chance for us to pick up some points. Maybe some assassinations can be achieved. Turn 3 for Blood Angels next. Okay, so turn 3 here. Backing off onto this primary. No points picked up for primaries this turn. We're too far away from this one. We're on this one, but we need to hold 2 or more to pick up 5 points. But going on to here, just The idea is to force Aaron to come after us, to clear us off that objective. Remaining in close combat here with the incursors. Then Chaplain is now in charge. He's activated Canticle of Hate and Mantra of Strength. He's Master of Sanctity. He needed 2s to make that go off. So both of those are now active. Rerolling my hit rolls, bubble. And that's for characters and core units. And then also he now has +1 attacks and strength and damage to his weapon as well. Useful enough. That's movement done. Shooting phase, do you know what? I think we've got none. Unless they're equipped with bolt pistols. And there's a melter shot here as well, actually. Okay, so we've got some Patreons left. I'm going to use them here for bolt pistols. Because I want to put bolt pistol rounds in the head of one of these poxwalkers here. It's the first one. Whoever wants to shoot one?
Justin Burton.
Justin Burton. His allegiance is
Eldari and
Salamanders. Yeah, that'll do. Bolt pistol shot. Hits. I'd love to take one of these out. Come on. Ah, okay, and the next one.
Okay.
Patrick Nielsen.
Patrick Nielsen, yeah.
No, he doesn't want to either.
Okay.
What was his allegiance? That's it. No, that's all I've got. I've only got 2. Yeah, we'll save Ray Cross. Patrick Nielsen's allegiance is... Does it say Necrons? Xenos, Necrons and Demons. Okay, no wonder we missed. Okay. Right, pressing on. We'll go for a melter shot from the combi melter on the Chaplain. We'll put it into the side of that tank. Love to get a good hit coming through here. We'll go Patronics. I'd love this to work. Tyler Summers. Chance for glory here. Could cause trouble if we get the hit. Yes, we do. 4s for a wound. We'll keep the Patreon dice rolling. Oh, come on. Oh, that would have been so good. That would have been 8 damage. Unbelievable. Okay. We'll go on to... I think that's the shooting phase done. Pulled out of close combat with the unit across here, so they can't shoot. Yeah, so we've gone to charges next. Terminators and the Chaplain. Okay, charges have gone ahead. It's Litany of Hate, not Canticle of Hate, that's gone off here for the Chaplain. So he's going to grant rerolls for these units. Now, this is quite potent for Blood Angels. This is turn 3, full squad of Terminators, plunging into multiple targets. Mantra of Strength has gone off on the Chaplain as well, so it's going to boost him up. So we're in a really good spot here with the Terminators, and a chance to really cause some trouble. So that charge has gone ahead. We'll figure out how we're going to distribute our attacks. He's not bad, the Chaplain. 3 attacks base, Space Marines on the charge, Savage Echoes for turn 3, extra attack for Mantra of Strength. So we'll take that. Litany of Hate's gone off. He's a character, so we're going to reroll our hit rolls. Reroll those 2, because he's actually 2s for hits. They've all hit. We're Strength 6, Toughness 5, so 3s to win becomes 2s to win for Blood Angels. Oh, please, no. Okay, 2 make it through. AP -1 becomes AP -2 because of Assault Doctrine. So 5s. If you block these... Oh, yeah, just the one.
And then 6 because of the Plague Surgeon.
Yeah, okay. Damage 3 becomes damage 2, so 1 Plague Marine killed. God, it could have been so many more. Okay, so 1 removed from play. We'll turn to the Terminators next. Okay, so the way we're going to spread this, going to ignore the vehicle. The priority is just to wipe out these infantry if we can. 1 Terminator, this one's going to go into the Plague Surgeon. Sergeant's actually going to hit the Tallyman. And then this model here is within range of him, so he can fight across there, and the other 2 as well. So we'll go for Plague Marines first of all. So 4s for hits. It's all re-rollable because of Litany of Hate. Die. Oh, come on. It's going to be 2s to wound. All of them. Alright, this is the result now. 9. So 9 coming in at -2. It's Assault Doctrine -3. So 9 saves of 6+. I think we should be able to get this unit here. Unless Aaron rolls really well. There's a 666. That's very good.
And then damage is...
Damage 3 becomes 2.
Okay. So...
Pairing them up.
Yeah.
Keeps the model alive.
Yeah. So,
yes, that's going to take 2 of those to slay the 1 model. Okay. Next one, Roll of Paradise.
Yeah. Okay, so he's
gone.
Yeah. Okay,
Next one.
Next one.
blocked, and then it'll take the next one. Right.
So
3 models slain. Yeah, so we haven't quite destroyed them. Okay. He's quite useful then, Plague Surgeon, not bad. So then we'll go for this Terminator onto the Surgeon. I should have attacked him first. Yeah, Aaron nods. Reroll on this one. Think, you gotta think. Can't just be blind hatred for Death Guard. You have to think what to do. Yes, okay, so they've all made it through. So we're looking at 4 saves of 6+.
Okay, so that's none. And
8 damage in total. No, alright, so Surgeon's gone. That's where we should have started. But that's the point in these games. And then the next one is the Sergeant attacking, so it's going to be 5 attacks in total. So 3 attacks base, charged, and then Savage Echoes. Looking for 4s. We've rolled well for hitting. Yeah, not bad at all. That Listening of Hate, very, very useful. 2s to wind. Yeah, 4 saves on him of 6s. Blocked 1, 6 damage. And that's it, because there's no Plague Surgeons. Another character slain. Right, it's got us 6 points here. So Aaron can pile in, which means he'll still hold that objective with the infantry.
So the chaplain, and then the other guys into
Terminators, yep. Okay, so attacks into the chaplain.
Yeah, 2s.
Because they've been blessed previously. Yep.
Okay, this is coming in as strength 5. He's toughness
3 now, yep.
3s. It is a plague weapon.
Nice.
Minus 2.
Minus 2, so take a 4-up save. We block 1.
So it's 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, he's still alive, but barely. And then the other attacks now into the Terminators.
Yeah. All hit.
2s of hits, yeah. 3 wounds. AP -1 on Plague Knives. We cancel that out because we've got Storm Shield, so 3-up save. No, 2-up. Yeah, nice. Still took a wound. Put a wound on one of the Terminators. Right, so that's combat's resolved across here. Ah, yes, not forgetting, there's a combat taking place over on the other side. So Poxwalkers will fight first here. No, it's our turn, so we get to fight here. We only get 5 attacks though, because we didn't charge. Oh, it's going to be a wound. It's going to take forever to bring these things down. Oh, we've got 1. So they should be gone by turn 8. Okay, fighting back now, Poxwalkers.
4s. And what's these 4s again?
3. I don't lose a model. Oh no.
It's back.
That's 4 to 1 route numbered now. Oh dear. Okay. And that is it, I think, across the board. Damage has been caused on both sides. Terminators have run amok along the back line there for Blood Angels. Good work from them, and pairing up very nicely indeed with the chaplain. So it's good to see those models working well together. But across the rest of the battlefield, Blood Angels have struggled. Turn comes to an end. We'll see what points have been picked up here. Yeah, so the 2 assassinates picked us up 6 points, so good work from the Terminators. That lifts us to 11 points to 53 here. We'll go on to turn 4. It should just be a case of finishing off the Blood Angels across here. And then we've got a nice battle developing over in this corner as the Blood Angels Terminators press on, still at full strength, but Chaplain on 1 wound remaining. So we'll go on to turn 4 for the Death Guard. Yeah, okay, it's quite straightforward. So Death Guard in all 4 table quarters here. Spreading the sickness, it's costs some mortal wounds. One of the models is said to be removed. Lord of Contagion has advanced, but this sector's been cleared and held. Poxwalkers just holding up the Incursor over on that side. You can see Mortarians moved across to finish off the Plasma Inceptors. And then again, just standing still, holding the objective. It's the Poxwalkers' job. They're very well suited there, just absorb damage whilst maintaining their position on top of objectives. And across the other side, there is the damage squad of Plague Marines. There's another flail inside that squad just there, so reinforcements arriving to help with the situation at the back line. Movement's done. Psychic phase next. Okay, Psychic phase, just 2 mortal wounds caused. That was from Curse of the Leper. Miser of Pestilence has gone off. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Alright, shooting phase finished. 2 entropy cannons rolled 2 2s and missed. There was a wound came through from the heavy slugger, but passed for an armour save just there. So shooting phase finished. Lantern as well, yeah, picked off one of the last remaining, or one of the models from that squad that was already wounded. We're going to charges next. Right, okay, charges gone ahead. We overwatched here, but rolled a load of ones. Just one model remains. And then across here, Floud needed a 5 to go in against the chaplain to try and finish him off with just one wound left. So charges to fight first. Do you want to roll for Mortarion?
Yeah, it's good, sounds fine.
Right, okay then. Okay, you can roll him up. Oh dear.
There we go.
Still 2s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
1, yeah. And 2s. Yeah. So 6 minus 3.
Oh, he's -3. I could save. No, don't worry about it. He's gone. He's a goner. Right, next.
-4.
Oh, it's -4, right, okay. Across here then, I'll tuck these in for you just so you can get them in. Like so. It's the Flower we're interested in here against the chaplain to try and finish him off.
Yeah. So 3s. And 3s, I think, yeah.
Yeah, 3s. All of them, nice.
-2.
4 ups. No. Dead. Chaplain's gone. These do last, but that's an aura. And the Mantra of Strength remains, but he's dead, so they're both gone. Okay, so that's him removed from play, and that's another assassination for Aaron as well, so well done. So who's in charge? Terminator Sergeant. Okay, so we will strike with the Terminators, we'll tuck him in, and oh boy. Yeah, we'll do these 3 into this squad, these 2 into the fresh squad that's gone in. So just 4 attacks across here, needed 4s, missed. Yeah, needed that help from the chaplain, and then the other 3, yeah, with the sergeant. Need 4s. Oh, you need those listeners to help out. 2s to wound. No, 3s to wound. Those 2 come through. 8 AP -3, so 2 saves are 6+. No, alright, so 2 models slain from that squad, but still the Flowers will remain alive from both of those units. That's a separate unit, and that one's a unit of 2. That's that concluded, and now it's Poxwalker battle. Try and convert the last of the Incursors here. Just the Incursor Sergeant remains. He's going to be wounded. Oh no, he's going to go. 3 ups. Oh, he's alive with 1 wound. He's refusing to succumb here. 3 attacks with him back. Oh, come on, you got to hit. It's okay, and that is the end of the turn. So end of turn, end of game, we reckon there's no point carrying on. Terminators would fight away here, but it's a lost cause in this sector. Death Guard are now spread all the way across the board, dominating the table, and will reap in the maximum. Well, they'll continue to reap in victory points here for an impressive tally. We'll give you a final score. But once again, Death Guard have dominated the Blood Angels in this game, disrupting their plans here right from the very start of the battle. Yeah, painful here for the Blood Angels. So 45 points, Aaron would have maxed out in primaries. Spread the Sickness, 3 completed, so 9 points for that. Assassinate, all of my characters slain, 12 points for that. No. It's not 12 points. The rules now, if you slay the Warlord, you get an extra point. So I'll add an extra 1 on for Assassinate and adjust Aaron's total to 81 points picked up. Engaging all fronts, almost maxing out on that, 14 points picked up for that as well. So just adding on the points Aaron would have picked up on turn 5. For the Blood Angels, retrieve Octarius data, 2 completed in the end. That was disrupted though quite early on, so just 4 points picked up for that. And 9 points for Assassinate, 2 points for Engaging all fronts. That was disrupted as well, so poor score for secondaries and primaries. Just 15 points to the Blood Angels. An utter slaughter in this game, outmanoeuvred and dealt with harshly by the Death Guard. Mortarion leading the way, but brilliant support from other units. Plague Burst Crawlers, good from them. Plague Marines with their flails, pretty good. We'll talk about units of the game next for this fight. Yeah, not to forget these. Now I'm just going to name these as unit of the game. Death Shroud Terminators, they got stuck into close combat. They made their charge and helped to disrupt the Blood Angels' back line. That's so crucial because it stops us or disrupts us from holding primaries and fulfilling secondaries as well. So really caused trouble at the back. So Aaron's deep striking element proved very, very useful indeed in this game. It's obviously Mortarion, very, very good indeed. Exceptionally tough. Really hard to deal with. Blood Angels do lack high yield, heavy firepower, and that's really what's needed to get through to Mortarion. It means you don't have to go too close to him. But Blood Angels in close combat against Mortarion just get shut down and not allowed to do rerolls and so on, damage limitation as well. We're going to give it to the Terminators unit of the game for us. They made their charge, directed well by the chaplain, and smashed their way through a number of targets and survived at full strength through to the end of turn 4, at least for them. So good hard work from the Terminators, and then improved with the abilities granted by the chaplain. That's units of the game for both sides. So call out the supporters at silver level. It's Darren Gardner, Denny Wright, Peter Goodall, TC and Zachary Lee. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. You can check out the names of all the supporters in the end credits of the video, including those supporting at bronze. But in this battle here, warm-up game, thankfully it was, for the Blood Angels, it's another slaughter here. Blood Angels will no doubt seek their revenge, but yet again, Death Guard have prevailed. Aaron's list looking strong, and his army has made it, I won't say made it through, but they've made good progress in the league, so you may well see them in the knockout stage later on in the year. But the chaos prevails here in this sector. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.